Hello everyone. Today we are going to start our new topic of the lesson of biology, that is the ninth lesson which we were dealing with, that is the food production. Now in that food production we have studied about many more things like white revolution, green revolution, other like animals like cow, buffaloes who are involved in dairy purposes and different milk products. In that also we studied about the milk yielding animals and meat yielding animals. So in different ways they are useful according to their places where they are situated, where they are found. According to that they are again described. Like buffaloes, we have the different breeds like Murrah, Surti. These are the different types. Yes. Then again we saw in this lesson about how the plant should be grown into according to their different ways, like seasonal ways. So according to their seasons, how they are discriminated, how they are planted, that is also involved. And then we learn about the green revolution, where we found that M.S. Swaminathan was the person who was the founder of this green revolution, who had made us aware of the different ways of planting the trees, as well as different ways for just communicating with the consumer to the farmer. So he had given us more knowledge about the plants and when to plant which plants, again pesticides, fungicides, fertilizers, different types of the fertilizers, how they are useful in the day-to-day life. So according to that, farmer should plant the trees and he should make the use of the different fertilizers so that he may achieve the good quantity as well as good quality of the crop. And that is why nowadays the farmer can earn many more things. Due to that, he can fulfill his all the family. Then we studied about the milk yielding. Then in milk yielding we studied that which are the animals which are responsible for that. Then dairy products, whatever were there. Then Mr. Varghese Kurain was the person who was the founder of the Green Revolution. They started in 1970 Operation Flood. Then they describe that whatever the milk is produced, that should be at the larger amount. He made the people aware of the village that how the milk is useful in different ways. And due to that, the people in the villages start to make the production of the milk at the higher level, so that they should have the contact with the urban people, means whatever the consumers are there, they are again having more benefit. So there will be no shortage of the particular type of the product. So in this way we have studied. So today we are going to start about poultry. Poultry is one of the most and very much useful occupation which is nowadays followed by the people. Poultry farming is done nowadays in many places. So what is the reason behind that? Poultry is done with the help of the chickens, ducks, geese. There are many types. So according to the situation it depends. Mostly in India there is the poultry farming done of chickens. That means the chickens which are laying the eggs, they are known as layers or they are known as eggers. Again one more thing, the chickens which are useful for the meat purpose, that they are known as broilers. Means only they can useful for the meat purpose, they cannot be useful for the other purposes. It's like egger or somewhere. Okay, some eggers can be used as a boiler also, means for the meat purpose also they can be useful. So it depends on the condition and in that way they are followed. Mostly these chickens are just taken under the care more, and then they are feed with the different types of the grains like jowar, bajra, wheat, some of the different types of the materials which are very useful for their health. And chicken farming, this poultry farming is very much useful and it is very much beneficial because it is in the short term only the growth of the chickens is done. So depending on that condition, the people can have more achievement. Means small investment is there and big achievement is there. So people are mostly preferring that. Again, one more thing I would like to share with you about this, that government has started to give some amount for this. I think so they are calling subsidies or something. So that people should have the help from the government, and they are starting this type of the farming. So this poultry farming is very much beneficial as well as superficial in our day-to-day life. So in that we are going to see the different types of the breeds of the poultry. So let us have a look here. First one is indigenous breeds. Indigenous breeds, they are mostly very much familiar with the eggers. So mostly they are useful only for the egg purposes. So the eggs are looking in the oval in shape, and mostly they are found everywhere and very much useful for the laying the eggs. Then the next one is exotic breeds. Exotic breeds, there are some are for both purposes, means as a broiler also and as a egger also, and some are only for the broiler, means as a meat purpose only it is used. So these are the two types of exotic breeds, that is white leghorn and Rhode Island Red. These are the two types of the breeds of a poultry. So these are again much important. These are found in the USA. Rhode Island Red, this is found in USA. So it is very much important for the meat purpose. Now, the next topic which we are going to see is fish farming. Now, fish farming is again one of the occupation done by the people here in India. So, what exactly it means? So, definitely in poultry we saw the different chickens, different birds are fed very nicely, and again they are protected under much care, they are taken, and then afterwards they are sold for meat purpose, or again they are useful for the egg also. So like that it is. So same type the fish farming is done. Fish farming, it is means mostly fish are used. People living in the coastal areas, they are mostly eating fish only, as it is known as a staple food for the people living there. Who are living at the coastal areas, they are mostly preferring the fish. There are different seafoods, like we can say oysters are there, prawns are there, lobsters are there, and shrimps are there. So these are the types, different, many more are there again. So they are mostly useful for the people, and they are very rich in the minerals, proteins, like, okay. So they are very rich in the food, and it's different types of the proteins we are getting, which is very useful for our body. Then the vitamin like A and D is present in the seafood, and which is very important for our health. Then the people who are living in the coastal area, mostly they are preferring this type of the food, because there they are getting more amount, a large amount of the food with this only, and that is not that much expensive at their places. Nowadays in our areas also mostly prawns are getting, lobsters are also getting. So we are preferring, but we are not getting the fresh material. It should be fresh to eat, so it will be very much healthier and proper food for us. So many of the fishes are found in the rivers, lakes, as well as in the sea. So this we will see. They are again how it is invented, how this farming is done, that we will see. So many of the term like aquaculture, you might be knowing about the aquaculture. Aqua means water, culture means to make, to produce. Yes, so aquaculture. So in this, what is done, whatever the seafood is there, they are done in the large amount of the production. They are making, taking care of that, and mostly they production of the different type of the seafood is done in this type of the process, means in aquaculture it is done. Then the next one is pisciculture. Again, pisciculture is again one more most important. The next one is pisciculture. Pisciculture is again most important, which is always required for the rearing of the fishes. Only fishes production is done here. So in the one tank they are just making the breeds of the fishes. They are means utilizing different types of the fishes over there, and their breeds are again done, and this type of the production is known as a pisciculture. Means it depends, it may be in the fresh water also, so according to the situation they are doing the fish farming over there. Then this fish, whatever the breeds they are making with the help of the eggs of the fish. This fish eggs they are keeping in one hatchery, and in that hatchery the eggs of the fish are hatched over there. Then the young ones are coming out. So in this way the process of the hatching process of it is going on, and due to that the fish mostly the fish farming is done, and the production of the fish also increases. So mostly it is preferred everywhere. Then the next term is mariculture. Mariculture is mostly useful in different ways. For example, Mari means what? Marine, M-A-R-I, marine aquatic animals. So marine aquatic animals are, you know very well, lobsters are there, prawns are there, many of them are there. So many of the oceans, this type of the farming is done, and different type of the fishes are again there, like cutla is there, then different whale is there, different type of the fishes are there, where they are just making the production of that, like aquaculture only. Now the next topic is sericulture. Now sericulture is nothing but it is the artificial rearing of the silkworm, and from that the silk production is done, that is known as a sericulture. Now in India mostly they are in four varieties, that is mulberry, tassar, irai and yoga. So these are the four types of the silkworms which are present in India. Mostly they are useful for the artificial rearing of the silk. So exactly what is done in that? So whatever the silkworm is there, so cocoon of that is boiled, and after they are put into the boiled water, and then afterwards the inside which is present pupa, it is getting killed by that, and due to that whatever the kill pupa is there, from there the silk is, that cocoons is there, cocoons from that, so from they are killed, and then afterwards the silk is produced from that, it is removed from that, and that process is known as the reeling process. And nowadays and have banned this process, because for the environment they are they are again useful in the environment, so this process is making the problematic conditions. That is why the environmentalists are just ban on this type of the silk means whatever the procedure is done of the sericulture, it is banned nowadays. So they want to just save the environment because of that. Now the next topic which we are going to see is apiculture. Now what do you understand by apiculture? Apiculture is nothing but it is related for the rearing of the honey from the honeybees, that is known as a apiculture. So in this process whatever the colonies of the bees are there, they are put in together with any of the place, and then the artificially rearing of this process is done. From this we are this honey is useful for the commercial purposes in different ways. Then the honeycomb which is present, which is giving us wax from that, and that wax is used in the different purposes. For example, candles are there, then again shoe polishes are there, then different ways like cosmetics are there. Yes, different cosmetics which we are using For that purpose also this type of the wax is very much used, that is known as a beeswax, which is very much important for us. Okay, so in this way we have completed our ninth lesson and we have completed our portion of biology. Next time we will just see the revision process of these lessons. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.